Hello, this is going to be a quick tutorial on some tips and tricks and warnings when copying and pasting text into Blackboard. So one of the objects that's commonly employed in Blackboard to get text on the page is called an item. This is an example, but we're going to build our own. And so we'll just give it a title. Weekly overview looks good. And what we want to do now is grab our text from Word, and we're going to copy it with Control-C, and then we're going to paste it in. So we'll make our window first bigger, and then go ahead and Control-V, and that will paste our text in. You'll notice that it looks more or less correct. However, there's a problem. If we take a look at the HTML, you'll notice there's all sorts of style markers and margin changes that Word puts in to make things look the way you want them, but these markers don't always work with the HTML code, and so sometimes it makes things very hard to edit or makes them not display correctly. So one of the important things to do when you copy and paste in something from Word is to clear that formatting out and start over from scratch to be able to use the HTML formatting codes and tools. And it's much easier than you'd think. I'm just going to highlight everything that I just pasted in, and I'm going to use this formatting eraser that Blackboard has in here as a tool for us. I do that, and you'll notice it takes all the formatting away. So it takes away the bold and the italicized items, and also the bullets and numbering lists. And that's okay, because now we can build this back up the way we want to. And it will make it easier to edit in the future, and it'll make things display correctly. So first, as we build it back up, if you have headings, like overview here, or estimated time requirements, things like that, what we'll do, if we want that to be a heading, is to go up here to those markers and choose heading. And for estimated time, we'll choose heading. And so on and so forth for anything else that is actually a heading. The reason we do this is because this places the right code in the HTML so that if someone's using a screen reader or other accessibility software, it will read this correctly, as opposed to if we just bolded it. So also, you'll notice that it preserved our YouTube link. So clearing the formatting doesn't take away links, but you do always want to, when you copy in links, make sure they're working correctly. So we highlight the link, and we could break it if we wanted to, break the link, which means make it not a link anymore. But we can also just check that, and then when I click that, it brings up this window. You'll notice it shows me the YouTube address, and that looks to be correct. And by default, it opens in this window, but what we want to do is we want to open it in a new window. We always recommend opening links outside of Blackboard in a new window, or links to a PDF file in a new window. We can talk more about that later. But we've changed it so that it's right. And now we have a working YouTube link. Let's say we want to embed that YouTube link though. One of the tricks I use to do that is to go ahead and place a set of X's, or any letter that you like, in the space where you want that video to go. And then what I do is I go over to this YouTube video. So I happen to have it here, and I'm going to go ahead and click share. Now this is the link that's already in here, but if I want the embed code, I need to go here and Control-C to copy that. And then what I need to do is I can't put that HTML embed code in here, this regular editor. I have to go into the HTML. So I do that. I scroll through, find my X's. Here they are. I highlight them and the little P tags on either side, and I paste the text I just copied from YouTube in there. and then choose Update. Now you'll notice my video is in there. In this editing screen, this just appears like a yellow box, but once we save it, you'll notice that the YouTube video will be in there. And then what you'll notice is when we deleted the formatting, these lists, bullets and numbers went away. Now you can use the HTML formatting tools to rebuild that bullet list with this bullet tool, and then we can also rebuild our required content list with the number list, and so you'll see it looks just right. And now we're almost ready to save this document. One of the last things we recommend in this tutorial is to make sure that you make your dates neutral in the content you place on Blackboard. So you'll notice up here at the top we have this content will go away Friday, December 17th. So let's say that's the last day of class, and so that's the day you're going to make this item disappear by setting a date. The problem is if you ever copy this content into another course, this date is going to stay sitting here, even though you may set different release dates in the new course. So to avoid confusion and a set release date that's different than something that's stated in the text, what we always recommend is that you take these dates and instead of giving a specific date like that, say Friday of week 8, or something that's doesn't have specific dates in it. That way it doesn't cause a problem in a future course. So now that we did that, we'll go ahead and submit it. And voila, there you have it, Patsy Cline and all.